Hey guys, this is Roshni welcoming you again to my channel Circuit Globe. In today's session, we are going to discuss decimal to binary conversion. So let's start. Friends, in decimal to binary conversion, a decimal number is converted into equivalent binary value. Now let's first see what is decimal number. So basically, decimal number system or denary number system consists of 10 numeric digits ranging between 0 and 9 and has a base value of 10. In this number system, column of each integer number has value of units, tens, hundreds, thousands, etc. while moving from right towards the left. Thus these are written as 10 to the power of 0, 10 to the power of 1, 10 to the power of 2 and so on from right towards the left. Now let's see what is binary number system. So basically binary number system, also known as base 2 number system, consists of two numeric digits, that is 0 and 1. Binary number system is known as the most basic numbering system of all digital and computing based systems. The set of rules followed by binary number system is same as decimal number system, but a crucial difference is binary number system works on power of 2 rather than power of 10. Due to this reason, these are written as 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2 and so on from right to left. So as we have seen that decimal number system has a base of 10 while binary number system has a base of 2. This means subscript represent the relevant base numbering system, while in case when a number has no subscript written, then it is assumed to be decimal by default. Till now we have seen what are decimal and binary number systems. Let's now see what are the steps needed to be followed to convert decimal number into binary number. Guys, the first step is to divide the given decimal number with a base of binary number system, that is 2. On division, we will get a remainder value either 0 or 1 that should be collected, as this value will act as LSB of the binary number. Further, to have next binary value, we have to divide the quotient received from the previous division and collect the remainder again, as this will act as the second LSB of the binary number. Guys, we have to repeat this process till the time the quotient becomes completely 0, because each time the quotient is divided, then we get a remainder value which can be either 0 or 1, and this will provide us the complete binary equivalent. So once the quotient becomes 0, collect all the remainders obtained from progressive division, and the last remainder will act as MSB of the binary number. Let's now consider some examples to have a better idea about decimal to binary conversion. So suppose we have 1236 as a decimal number and we have to convert it into binary equivalent. So for this, 1236 must be continuously divided by 2 till the time the quotient becomes completely 0. Let's see how. So initially when 1236 is divided by 2, then we'll get 618 as the quotient term and 0 as the remainder, as it is completely divisible by 2. Further, this 618 is to be divided by 2. So in this case, the quotient is 309 and the remainder is again 0. Further, when this 309 is divided by 2, then we'll get 154 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder. And in the same way, the continuous division is to be performed and the remainder must be noted down. And as this process is continued till the time the quotient becomes 0, so once the quotient is 0, then finally we have to collect the remainder terms and write the binary equivalent. So for this, bottom to top approach is to be followed. This means that here 1 will be the MSB and 0 will be the LSB. So while writing, the binary equivalent of 1236 will be given as 1001, that is 1001. Further, 1010, 1010, then 100, 100. So conversely, we can say that the topmost binary value will be the LSB while the bottommost will be the MSB. Hence in this way, binary equivalent of the decimal number can be obtained. Now suppose we have fractional decimal value which is needed to be converted into binary equivalent. So for this purpose, in place of continuous division by 2, we have to multiply the value continuously by 2. So suppose we have given a fractional decimal value 0.61 which is required to be converted into binary equivalent. So initially when 0.61 is multiplied by 2, then actual multiplication output will be 1.22. So the carry at the integer portion will be noted down separately and 0.22 must be kept for further multiplication. In the next step, 0.22 is multiplied by 2. The actual output will be 0.44. So the carry at the integer portion will be noted down separately again and 0.44 will be used for further multiplication. In the next step, this 0.44 is multiplied by 2 and we'll get the multiplication output as 0.88. So the carry at the integer portion, that is 0, is noted down separately and 0.88 is used for further multiplication. Now next, when 0.88 is multiplied by 2, then actual output will be 1.76. So the carry at the integer portion, that is 1, is noted down separately and 0.76 is kept for further multiplication. Here we have repeated the process up to 8 digits to have approximate result, but in case you want more accurate result, you may continue further. Now to have the equivalent binary value, the carry of the integer portion must be written from left towards the right in the downward format. So the binary equivalent for the decimal value 0.61 will be given as, so this particular value is nothing but 1001, 1001 and next 1101, 1101. So we have written the value from left towards the right in the downward format. Now consider one more example consisting of integer as well as fractional decimal value. So suppose the decimal value is 153.42 and we have to convert it into binary equivalent. So here the integer 153 will be solved separately by continuous division by 2, also known as double method, like we have discussed in the first example. So initially when 153 is divided by 2, then we'll get 76 as the question and 1 as the remainder. Now moving further, when this 76 is divided by 2 again, then we'll get 38 as the next question and 0 as the remainder, as 76 is completely divisible by 2. Now moving further, when this 38 is divided by 2, then we'll get 19 as the question term and 0 as the remainder. And in the same way, the process is continued till the time the question becomes 0. Finally, the binary equivalent for integer part of decimal number system, the remainders are to be written from bottom to top. Thus we get the binary equivalent for the integer part as 1001101. Now let's consider the fractional part, that is 0.42. As we have already discussed in the previous example that for fractional decimal value, there should be a continuous multiplication by 2 in place of division. So when 0.42 is multiplied by 2, then the actual multiplication is 0.84, where the carry at the integer portion is 0. Moving further, this 0.84 is multiplied by 2, which gives the multiplication as 1.68, where 1 acts as the carry of the integer portion and 0.68 is used for further multiplication. In the same way, the process is continued up to 8 digits to have approximate results, and the carry of the integer portion is to be returned from top to bottom. This will provide us the fractional binary equivalent. On combining these two separately achieved results, we will get the binary equivalent for the given decimal value. And for this particular example, this value shows the binary equivalent. Well guys, this is all for now. I hope now you can easily convert a decimal number into its binary equivalent. So guys, please like this video and share this with your friends. Also don't forget to subscribe our channel for further updates. I'll be back with another interesting topic. Till then, take good care of yourself. Bye bye.